Hey guys, Richard here, e-bike reviews and adventures. Today I've got the Puckipuppy Alaskan, and we're going to give you the full review. Now we've already put out a couple of videos about it, and we've done partial reviews. We shared some information, but this is the full review. We're going to try to give you as much detail and specs as we can with it. So let's start with doing a walk around, then we're going to go for a short ride. Okay, so the Puckipuppy comes with a 960 watt peak motor. I think that's a 500 watt motor. That's what people are used to, 500 watts, 750 watts. But some manufacturers like to give you the top peak or the very top performance of the motor. And they say it's 960. That tells me it's probably a 500 watt motor. The motor doesn't say, the website doesn't say, so I just don't have any better information than that. We do have a 13.5 amp hour battery hanging underneath the seat right there. This is a folding trike. We do have the brown sidewall tires up here, and these are the 20x4s, knobby tires. Rumbles a little going down the road, but it gets you through the dirt and the sand and the gravel and things. It's just better grip. We do have 160 millimeter rotors, and we have hydraulic brakes. We have a headlight up here in the front, and we have a connection for a basket, although we don't have one. The wiring, we do have some wire wrap on part of the wires up here, so it's somewhat cleaned up and helps keep it organized. We're going to get back to the handlebars in a moment. Sneaking back down on this side, you'll notice that we have suspension forks, but they are not adjustable. But they do a really good job, standard right out of the box. I mean, no adjustment, but they do a good job on the bumps, so no complaints there. Moving back here, there you can see the latch for the folding mechanism. Now we've already changed out the seat because the seat that came with this is a standard trike seat with a backrest, and the backrest is just a little too close. It was just really uncomfortable for a larger person like me, so I had to take that off, and I put my standard saddle and suspension seat post that I prefer to ride with. So that's the only change that we made. Moving back here, you can see what the frame kind of looks like and how everything's welded in there, looking good. We have plastic fenders front and rear. There we have the same size tires on the back. Up here we have a really nice sized basket. It comes with this basket liner. It just has little Velcro tabs on four sides that kind of hold it down, but it does a good job, and most importantly, it keeps things from falling through. Down here you can see, wow, down here you can see we still have packaging material on our taillight. How about that? Taillight down there. And let's see, moving on up here, let's take a look at the cockpit. So with this trike on the left-handed side, these are some of my favorite grips because they got that rubber feel. They got the bump out for the palm rest, so they're just really comfortable. We do have the hydraulic brakes I mentioned, and on this side we have a parking brake. We do not have a parking brake on this side, so only one. Button pad right here, easy to get to. Simple, convenient to use. It's got the embossing details on it, but it's not white, so it's a little hard to see, especially if it's in the dark or something. But you can definitely get through. There's a display. You can power it on. You can go through and change your pass levels 1 through 5. See your battery indicator, light indicator, that sort of thing. They give us these mirrors right here. And they're, I would replace them personally because they do like to bounce a fair amount going down the road. And I've tightened them up all that I can tighten them, but they're still kind of loose and they like to move around. So I would probably change those out and get some better mirrors. Over here we have a 7-speed Shimano shifter. It's got the button style with a lever up here, and we do have a twisty throttle right there for changing our gears. Yeah, overall, it's an okay trike for $1,500. No major complaints or concerns or anything. It's a pretty good value, I guess, for what you're getting for $1,500, because it's hard to find a $1,500 trike that has fat tires like this, okay? So if you're looking for something with fat tires, then this might be a great trike for you. Hey, let's get on it. We're gonna go down the road here a little ways and test a couple more features out. All right, something else I want to mention about the handlebars, and that is just that they're nice and wide and gives you a really wide stance, really wide grip out here. Some people really like that. It's better than having something that's a little tighter in, a little too small and short here, because then you just don't have the same control of the trike. So it is kind of nice, kind of like a wheelbarrow, right? You have the handles sticking way out here to the side like this. So something else I want to share with you is let's get it going here, is the trike weighs 105 pounds, so it's a little bigger than some of the other standard compact style popular trikes you might be thinking of. It's a little bit bigger than that. So that's probably why it weighs just a little bit more as well. So right now we're cruising along in Pass 2, and you don't hear the motor at all. I mean, the motor's nice and quiet. What you hear is the road noise from those knobby tires, but still not too bad at all. But Pass 2 gives us 8 miles an hour, and we're just kind of cruising along nice and comfortably, not putting a whole lot of pressure on the pedal. But if we put a little more pressure, let's see if we go anywhere. Nope, not until we bump it up into Pass 3. Bump it up to 4, we can go further, but we're get us going faster. And now we're at 15, and then 5 gets us on up, and we're actually hitting 18 and a half. But I'll tell you that, they say this thing only goes to 15 miles per hour, but ours goes up to 18 and a half. So if that's important to you, I'm going to go around here. We're going to take a turn right here because this road happens to be private down through there. So we're going to get turned around. There we go. All right, so now we're cruising along again. We're going to go ahead and hit those brakes and see what happens here. Don't have them broke in too well yet. If we do that several times, they'll bed the brakes in and they'll start grabbing a little bit better. I will tell you that the standard for most e-bikes and e-trikes is to have a 180 millimeter rotor. And I did notice that they only put 160 millimeter, which means the rotor is a little smaller, and it just takes a little more effort to stop the bike. The bigger the rotor, the more stopping power, the more it'll respond, in other words, when you hit those brakes. So just be aware of that. Yeah, other than that, I mean, we've enjoyed the trike okay. Stability, we just did a stability test on this, but we might as well do something here for you too and just kind of point out the fact that, at 3.5 miles an hour, you can cut donuts pretty good and have to counter lean just a little bit to keep the tire down. But for the most part, you can see how I'm all over the road here. It handles pretty well. It handles pretty well. And I'm a bigger guy, so, I'm a little top heavy, so that doesn't help, but it's handling my body weight just fine. Yeah, check out the Puckipuppy Alaskan. There'll be a link down below for you to go and get some more details on it. And if you have any questions, drop them down below so the community can answer them. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you appreciate it, give me a thumbs up. That's what keeps us motivated and keeps us moving forward. Guys, I'm going to see you in another video real soon. Ride responsibly, ride safe.